We're here at the Huntington Beach Central Library where Wagging Trails Rescue Foundation has invited Bonnie Whiting, an intuitive and a psychic who brings messages from beyond. She speaks with both animals and humans. She is known as the Dog Whisperer. Wagging Trails Rescue Foundation reached out to the other side with the intuitive psychic, who turns out works for the foundation year-round.
We send about 20 dogs to her every month, and she lives in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And we do this, also we send some dogs to Oregon, we send them to Washington. So altogether, we send about 60 dogs a month now from our shelters here that would have probably been killed. So they are saved.
Now, why send them outside of California? Do we not have enough demand here, or?
We don't have enough demand. Our shelters are overcrowded, way overcrowded, and unfortunately they're overcrowded with small dogs, and most of the small dogs have some sort of Chihuahua mix in them. And yes, that is exactly why they are being killed by the thousands every year here in our shelters. And then the other states have a much lower rate of small dogs in their shelters, so people are just very, very happy to get small dogs, rescue dogs.
Bonnie Whiting has been involved with dogs, dog training, and animal rescue since childhood and uses her abilities to match humans with rescues she receives in Idaho from Southern California.
Then I do where it's a 72-hour trial period to make sure the dog matches with the family.
And how did you discover this ability?
Actually, since I was 3, I just intuitively knew things about dogs. How did I know something? Because I call that, it gets me there. And then just been practicing ever since then.
Quit smoking 3 days ago.
Oh! Well, isn't that a She said she just stopped smoking 3 days ago.
My husband stopped like 9 days ago.
There we go. I just said walking. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah.
So what's the thing about animals that we're really not getting? Like, is there a message that they're often saying that we're just, like, are owners often out of sync with their pets in some way, or is there some sort of persistent message that you see often repeated?
You know, what's funny is a lot of animals, if they're alive, they're always saying about their food, that they want better food. But they do. They really come in and they'll want better food. So everybody should put that on an agenda. And then food, either if you feed them bad food all their life, they'll have bad diseases. You know the future sometimes, you know things going to happen.
The psychic connection between humans and their pets are found everywhere she teaches. Now, we're with a group of humans tonight, so what are the messages that are coming through? Are you using animal messages tonight, or what's the integration here?
Yes, and actually I read a dog that was crossed over, and he told me he was a dash hound and a racer, and I thought that he was just a fast dog, but the owner said he actually has ribbons and he was a race dog as a little dash hound.
Yeah, I had a little dog too that I had to put to sleep. I have his little ribbon up there. Moments, right? See, I don't know how to. I was finding myself right here when I was doing Tai Chi, finding myself now.
Because I think we all have intuition, so my job is not only read people, but to help them become intuitive themselves.
For the rescue's core mission, it's about coming to the aid of those furry friends who can't save themselves.
They don't have a voice, we do. And it's time we all got together and used our voice to help the dogs.
And maybe some people who don't have pets, maybe it's a good time for them to take one in. You know, it's a dog or a cat can really make a big difference in someone's life and open their heart. And we are hearing about some of the human messages about what animals are communicating back to their owners.
Hey, how come you just said that and that just happened? We were looking for a weenie dog, I just happen to have a weenie dog.
So that might be kind of an interesting thing. If you're considering a dog or a cat, it might be a good time for you.
Yes, it's a great thing.
Kiwanis Club civic volunteer and businesswoman Noha Harish met the Dog Whisperer. Tell me what you thought about tonight. She actually addressed you specifically.
Well, it's very interesting. You know, I think every one of us has some psychic in us, you know, that we can predict things. But she was really an awesome person. She predicted a lot of things around. And me coming tonight is just supporting Gisela. And it's a wonderful evening. It's an awesome evening.
The meaning behind this unique event is obvious to the members of Wagging Trails Rescue Foundation.
The message is basically that dogs are very important, and they are very important to humans, and I think that is pretty much the message of the whole evening.
Yeah, wag more, bark less.
Exactly, exactly, yes.
Okay, great. All right, well, thank you for bringing her here tonight. I'm sure a lot of people are getting some loving messages from here and from maybe beyond from animals. To date, Wagging Trails Rescue Foundation has saved over 500 dogs from being put down. For Surf City Highlights, this is Megan Douglas.